So, I'm just going to show you a couple of oddities that came out of a recent storage unit that I got. The first one is a pipe, and this is from the Merschaum factory. It's in Missouri. There you go. This particular style is called corncob, and you can see why. They're not actually that valuable. I looked it up, and this one used goes for about $5. Brand new, they sell for between $20 and $30 in stores, and you can't really tell the date based on the label on the bottom, but not really that valuable. Next, I've got something very strange. Now, I found a similar item to this on Etsy. Somebody who does a lot of antiques picking had one of these, but mine is actually older than the one that's on Etsy. The one that's on Etsy, based on the prices that are on the front of it, I would say is about 10-20 years younger than mine right here. Now, what this is, it's a postal scale, right? And you put your letter here, and this little weight right here, kind of like a pendulum, it counterbalances and it gives you your weight readout. Now, thing is, you look at the price for a first class letter, and there was actually a letter here that was just 3 cents. And for most of my life, stamps have been like, when I was a teenager, they were 25 cents, and now they are all the way up to 50 cents. So you always want to buy the stamp that doesn't have the value on it. It just says first class, so that way, you know, if they change the value of the stamps, you're not caught using makeup stamps, because I remember when they raised it like 2 and then 4 cents, people were using 25-cent stamps, and then they were adding 2 cents and 2 cents. You know, they had to buy makeup stamps. But now the post office pretty much guarantees that even if they raise the price, if you buy a first class stamp and it doesn't have a price on it, then it's going to be worth sending your letter out. But this was actually for measuring out parcels that were a little bit heavier than just a letter that you're sending to your friend. You know, this one was for all the way up to 20, well no, this was up to 8 ounces, which first class would have been 24 cents. And a 3-ounce letter would have been 3 cents. Now, airmail, that pretty much doubled. And then there was some other, I don't know, it's PTG-MDSE. I don't know what kind of postage that is, but I imagine PTG is postage, and then the other part, I don't know. Comment below if you do know. But yeah, this you even have this screw right here for one side, so that it'll balance it. You basically turn this screw to get it completely balanced on whatever surface you're putting it on, so that this is flat. Yeah, it's made by Hamilton Postal Scales, and it's pretty old. I looked it up online. The lady that has hers on Etsy, she's selling hers for 20 bucks. I imagine I could get the same for mine. Now, This is a weird find. This is just, you know, someone who is into stationery might like this. It says Pilot Staples. And the box is just really vintage, you know. In an antique shop, you know, these are always laying out like little trinkets from the past like this, you know, $3-4. Now this one I looked up, and there are plenty of these out there. They go between $15 and $20. This is an Oster Model 105 hair trimmer. Now, nowadays we have like electric trimmers, and this is completely a thing of the past. Pretty good quality box. It's not that much wear on it. And this is what it looks like when I take it out. It still has a little bit of hair on it. That's kind of nasty, but you can see the inside of the handle there has patent number and everything. The other side says Model 105, and basically you just do this, and I guess you do it really fast. I might take this to my barber and then ask him to cut my hair with it, you know, just so I can get the feel of what this might actually have been like. Or not, because my barber is kind of old and his hands are kind of shaky anyway. I prefer him to have the electric style, I guess. But one last thing, and this is probably, I don't know, this is of questionable value because the binding is completely busted on this book. I mean, the cover here, you know, it's completely off, and it's completely off here too. So what this is, though, it's very interesting. This is a copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, right? 1872. 1872. That is mighty old. And as you can see, I'm kind of a bibliophile myself, so I'm just going to put this in a special case somewhere. This is just going to go in my private collection. I don't really see any need to sell it, and it's probably not worth anything. I don't actually know how to restore these or you know, pay anyone to put a new binding on it, so I'm just going to keep it as is in a box somewhere. Little treasures like this are strange, but it's awesome when you find them. So that's all for now. Maybe next video I will show you the wood windmill that I found. I'm going to try to set it up for a video, and it's candle powered. That ought to be sweet. Take care, everyone.